Good morning, everyone. My name is Jacob Moore. I'm with Metropolitan Energy Center. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects us every single day, our homes. We'll be exploring the healthy housing principles, a guide to creating living spaces that are not just comfortable, but are also safe and beneficial to our health. Since 1983, MEC has worked with thousands of residents, businesses, and municipalities to transform energy use in the building and transportation sectors. In the 5 years alone, we have effectively managed $25 million in federal grants to disperse to training, resources, and new technology in the community across Kansas and Missouri. We work to make energy efficiency and alternative fuels commonplace through resources, outreach, and training. We do this through national partnerships, local engagement, financial assistance, and by helping solve problems. So, why is housing a health issue? The numbers are quite outstanding. We spend a vast majority of our lives indoors. Young children spend about 70% of their time indoors, and seniors, that number jumps to 90%. That means we spend about 328 days indoors a year. And out of the 21,000 breaths, 20,000 of them are indoors for every 24 hours. The condition of our homes can expose us to physical, chemical, and biological hazards that have a significant impact on our health. Children and seniors are the most vulnerable to hazards in the home. Children have immune systems and bodies that are developing, and they aren't always aware of the dangers that are around them. Seniors may have weakened immune systems and be more vulnerable to the extreme temperatures and have decreased mobility. This is why understanding and applying healthy housing principles is so crucial. It is also crucial to understand that this is an issue of health equity. Historically, poor housing conditions have disproportionately harmed vulnerable populations. The Healthy People 2020 report outlines these social detriments of health contribute to significant health disparities. Factors that contribute to these disparities include economic security, access to health care, and of course, environmental conditions like the quality of housing. Today, we're going to walk through the 8 principles of a healthy home. They are: keep it clean, keep it dry, keep it pest-free, keep it contaminant-free, keep it safe, keep it ventilated, keep it comfortable, and keep it maintained. For healthy housing principles to be effective, they must be applied through an integrated approach that considers 3 key factors: the people living in the home and their health conditions, the building and the system components, and environmental and physical hazards that must be identified and addressed. Think of your home as a living system. Heat transfer drives airflow. Air movement creates pressure differences. Water moves from wet to dry. And dust infiltrates and circulates with the air movement. Understanding this helps us see how problems in one area can affect the entire home. Let's begin with our first principle: keep it clean. A clean home is a healthier home. Routine cleaning helps reduce exposure to dust, allergens, chemical residue, heavy metals like lead, and even pests by eliminating their food sources and hiding spots. One of the most common indoor allergens is dust mites. As the slide notes, this is an important term. These are microscopic organisms that live in dust. They thrive in humidity and are oftentimes found in our bedrooms, living in carpets, furniture, and bedding, where they feed on dead skin flakes. Healthy cleaning strategies are simple. Swipe. Don't try to sweep to reduce airborne dust. When using vacuums, buy a vacuum cleaner with a beater bar. Vacuum bags capture more and keep more dust, but people often prefer the cups. Vacuum slowly to pick up more dust. When wet cleaning, use simple ingredients and frequently change the water. Here are some simple tips that you can take. Vacuum and mop floors regularly. Wash bed linens at least every 2 weeks. Use walk-off mat at your door to trap dirt. Take off your shoes at the door. Dust with a damp cloth. Use non-toxic cleaning products. Reduce clutter and eliminate hiding spots for dust and pests. If you rent, your landlord should maintain sidewalks and provide outdoor mats to reduce dust brought in. Considering putting in hard surface floors because they show more dust and can be cleaned faster. They are also easier to maintain. The second step to a healthier home is to keep it dry. Moisture comes in homes from a variety of sources, mostly from leaks and surface water, but also from groundwater, air from the soil, and even condensation from cooking, bathing, watering plants, and even breathing. What mold needs to survive? To grow, mold needs three things: water, often from hidden leaks or prolonged damp conditions; food, organic material like wood, caulk, cardboard, dust, or dirt; and a place to live. Surfaces that can hold moisture, such as drywall, insulation, and fabric. Mold misconceptions. It's okay if it's dried up. That is false. Even dried mold can release allergens into the air. I have I have to use bleach to remove mold. That is also false. Soap and water is safer and more effective for porous surfaces. Dead mold isn't a problem. That is also false. Dormant or dead mold still can contain allergens that can trigger allergic reactions. For mold areas that are smaller than 3 square feet, start by carefully vacuuming the affected surface. After vacuuming, clean the surface with a multi-step process shown, which is getting detergent and hot water, assorted scrub brushes, rags, and mist spray bottles, and do not use high pressure washers. Some simple tips to keeping your home dry is to wipe up spills immediately, dry wet clothes and towels quickly before putting them away, use exhaust fans when showering and cooking. If there is no exhaust fan, wipe down the shower walls with a towel after bathing. Monitor indoor humidity using a kit from a hardware or home electronics store. If the humidity is above 50%, turn on the air conditioner. Turn off any humidifiers. Use a dehumidifier in damp areas if possible. Discard wet items like carpet, cardboard, or insulation if they have been soaked for more than 2 days. Renters, check with your landlord first. If you rent, your landlord is responsible for fixing leaks from plumbing, roofs, walls, doors, and windows, ensuring downspouts direct water away from the foundation of your house or building, and finally to clean moldy surfaces promptly and thoroughly. Step 3 to a healthier home is to keep it pest free. The pest triangle requirements for pests to survive is water, food, and a nest or place to hide. Pests in the home can drive people to use unsafe measures. People often use too much too many, and the wrong kind of pesticides. Before using any chemical, read the pesticide label. In 1995, HUD implemented the Integrated Pest Management System, which basically says your first step should be design and sanitation practices. Then finally mechanical or physical monitors or controls, then biological controls, and then finally pesticides. IPM's basic steps are inspection and identification, exclusion and denial, education, sanitation, physical control, monitoring. A goal of IPM is to reduce exposure to hazardous chemicals. When pesticides are necessary, IPS focuses on safer products such as roach baits, gel applications, dust such as boric acid, and snap traps. Monitoring for rodents. Like insects, use snap traps or glue boards. Place in corners along runways and tight spaces. Check daily. Increase trapping if monitors indicate activity, and have monitors for insects and rodents in place. Bed bugs, what you need to know. Bed bugs are attracted to warmth and carbon dioxide. At all stages of life, bed bugs feed on blood. They typically bite just before dawn. They leave behind brownish blood spots as waste. They are visible. They are about 1/4 the size of an apple seed. They are not known to cause or spread diseases. They can be killed by heat or steam. Protocols and communication are key to control. Effective bed bug treatment. Bed bug treatments can be effective, but they require multiple steps. First, thorough inspection. Vacuuming helps. Heat treatment works, and cold can too. Green pesticides also work. Reinspection and treatment is also required. Encasement and interceptors are very useful. Simple steps to keep your home pest free. If you rent, report any signs of cockroaches, mice, or other pests to your landlord right away. Seal and store food. Wrap leftovers and keep them in the fridge and tightly sealed in cabinets. Clean up promptly. Don't leave dirty dishes out overnight. Wipe up spills and sticky spots. Keep your kitchen clean. Use soapy water to remove grease and dry off any wet areas. Sweep, mop, and vacuum regularly. Take out the trash. Dispose of garbage at least once a week or daily if pests are present. Reduce clutter. Clear out paper piles or storage areas where pests can hide. Finally, use safer pest control. Minimize pesticide use. Stick to baits, gels, or boric acid, and always follow label instructions. If you rent, your landlord should ensure holes in the walls, floors, and ceilings are sealed to prevent cockroaches or mice from coming inside. Use bait traps or gels to kill cockroaches or mice to avoid spraying pesticides. Never use foggers. Repair areas with water leaks or damaged water right away. Step 4 to a healthier home. Keep it contaminant free. Secondhand smoke, a serious indoor hazard. The effects on adults is known to cause cancer and other major respiratory diseases. The health effect for children is linked to asthma and development and worsening of symptoms. Third-hand smoke refers to the chemical residue that absorbs into furniture, walls, and other home contents and can release harmful gases into the air for years unless thoroughly cleaned. Volatile organic compounds, also known as VOCs. The potential health effects of VOC exposure is eye, nose, and throat irritation, headaches, nausea, and skin irritation, increased risk of asthma and allergies, shortness of breath and bronchitis, and cancer. Common sources of VOCs in the home are air fresheners, cleaning products, sprays and coatings, formaldehyde, carpets, vinyl floors, drywall, crafts and hobbies, and home maintenance. The simplest way to reduce indoor contaminants is to reduce or eliminate those products that release harmful chemicals. You can also choose safer alternatives. There is also increased ventilation by running the HVAC system or portable fans, or install or use of exhaust fans. Simple steps to keep your home chemical free. Lead safety. Have children under 6 tested for lead exposure. Children on Medicaid should be tested at least at ages 1 and 2. Look for lead-free labels, especially on products made outside of the U.S. Tobacco smoke. Do not smoke indoors. If you must smoke, take it outside, away from windows or doors. Pesticide safety. Store all pesticides and baits out of the reach of children. Read and follow labels carefully. Keep children away from treated areas until products are dry for the time recommended. Protect yourself. Wear gloves and protect your skin, eyes, and lungs. Wash your hands after use. Never eat, drink, or smoke while using pesticides. Never mix products unless label says it's safe. Poison prevention. Post the poison control number near your phone. Buy products in child-proof containers and keep it in an original packaging. Keep bleach and other dangerous products locked away and out of reach. If you rent, know whether your house or apartment has been tested for lead-based paint. If there is lead-based paint, take steps to deal with it in a safe way. Step 5 to a healthier home is to keep it safe. Most injuries are preventable. Accidents are not. The goal of Keep It Safe is to prevent injuries when accidents occur. Each age group is more prone to certain injuries. Infants are more prone to choking and suffocation. They have the highest rate of injury death. Children from birth to age 14 have the highest rate of non-fatal falls at home. Children 1 through 14 had the highest rate of home injury death in fires and burns. Adults 80 years plus are 20 times have a higher risk of death from injury than younger individuals. Every home needs smoke alarms. It is recommended that one is in each bedroom and at least one on every floor. Falls are the most common preventable injury. What are some simple actions that can help prevent falls? Non-stick rugs and handrails are the most common products that can prevent falls. Secure furniture. Prevent shelves, bookcases, televisions from tipping over and falling by using anti-tip shelf brackets or straps to attach them to the wall. Simple steps to keep your home safe. Prevent slips, trips, and falls. Keep floors clear of toys, shoes, and other objects. Clean up spills right away. Use non-skid mats and rugs. Poison-proof your home. Put safety latches on all cabinets and drawers with harmful products, or put the products where children can't reach. Prevent fires and burns. Have smoke alarms in every sleeping area. Place a carbon monoxide alarm between combustion sources and sleeping areas. Plan and practice a fire escape route with children. Keep space heaters out of doorways, halls, and other busy areas. Keep them at least 3 feet away from curtains, beddings, and other objects that could catch fire. Put outlet covers on unused electrical outlets. Prevent choking and suffocation. Keep young children away from curtains, window blinds, and extension cords. They can get tangled up and suffocate them. If you rent, ensure your landlord has working smoke alarms installed in sleeping areas, at least one on every floor, and ensure a working carbon monoxide alarm is installed between the combustion sources and sleeping areas. Step 6 to a healthier home. Keep it ventilated. Health risks of poor ventilation. If you have inadequate airflow, it can lead to respiratory irritation, common colds, influenza, pneumonia, and bronchitis. Proper airflow helps reduce harmful contaminants including airborne molds and pollens, allergens, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, environmental tobacco smoke, moisture, nitrogen dioxide, particle matter, and VOCs. Use exhaust ventilation where it matters most. Those places are bathrooms, clothes dryers, kitchen ranges, boilers, furnaces, and hot water heaters, fireplaces, and wood burning stoves. Health risks from combustion byproducts. Nitrogen dioxide can cause eye, nose, and throat irritation and shortness of breath. Carbon monoxide can cause fatigue, headaches, dizziness, confusion, unconsciousness, and even death. Carbon monoxide is known as the silent killer. Every home needs a carbon monoxide alarm. It is recommended that placing carbon monoxide alarms is near every sleeping area, installed in every level of the home, and not placing them directly above fuel burning appliances. Why kitchens need a good exhaust fan. It removes moisture, odors, and grease. It eliminates combustion byproducts from gas ovens or ranges such as carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and chemicals. Key points are that fans must vent to be outside, and fans should be reasonably quiet to encourage regular use. Proper furnace installation matters. Ensure the filter is correctly seated and the access panel has a secure cover. Without this, air can bypass the filter, rendering it ineffective. Portable air cleaners. Do your research. Avoid ionizers or electronic purifiers. They often don't work as clean and can produce harmful ozone. Choose a clean air delivery rater, also known as a CADR. This rating shows how well the unit cleans smoke, dust, pollen, and matches the size of the room. Build your own portable air filtration system. You can create a simple, effective portable air cleaner by using a filter 1 inch to 4 inches thick. Apply them to the sides of the crate and placing a portable air fan on top of it. Studies show that fans do not overheat when used with filters attached, making this a safe and affordable DIY option. Simple steps to keep your home ventilated. Use exhaust fans when cooking or bathing and check that exhaust fans work properly. Check that smoke and carbon monoxide alarms work properly. Replace the batteries twice a year. Never use charcoal grills or run engines inside homes, garages, or basements, even for a short time. Charcoal grills produce a lot of carbon monoxide that can kill you. If you use unvented kerosene or gas heaters, or a vent-free gas fireplace, follow instructions carefully and open a window for fresh air. Do not use them while sleeping. If you rent, your landlord should install exhaust fans in the bathroom and kitchen to vent to the outside. Ensure there are working smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms. Check and take care of the furnace. Ensure dryers are vented to the outside and dryer vents remain unclogged. Step 7 to a healthier home is to keep it comfortable. Many people in the US struggle to pay their monthly bills. As we can see from the graph, over 30% have reported household energy security. You can boost your comfort with air sealing. Air filtration can be reduced by air sealing to help maintain comfort. On this picture, we can see some of the major ways that air is leaked out of the home. Air sealing helps control outside air filtration, air movement inside of walls and between internal wall cavities, reduces indoor air pollutants, and improves control of source air for distribution. Insulation reduces heat transfer, but is much more effective if air sealing has taken place first. Insulation cannot be an air barrier. Without air sealing, insulation can act as like an air filter. Air passes through and contaminants are filtered out. Keep it comfortable. Basics of home efficiency. Comfort depends on managing heat transfer, airflow, and moisture. To do this effectively, air sealing should be done before adding insulation. Air barriers and insulation must be continuous. Air barriers and insulation should be in direct contact with each other. These steps help maintain consistent indoor temperatures, reduce drafts, and improve energy efficiency. Steps to keep your home comfortable. Switch to LED lighting. LEDs use up to 20 times less energy than compact fluorescent bulbs. Service your HVAC system. Have your heating and cooling system checked at least every 2 years. Replace furnace filters regularly. Clean filters improve airflow and efficiency. Wrap your water heater. Use an insulated wrap to reduce standby heat loss and save energy. Check weather stripping. Ensure it's airtight around doors to prevent drafts. Use smart and switchable power strips. Plug electronics into it so you can easily turn them off when not in use. If you rent, your landlord should have the home air sealed and insulated. Use spray foam to seal holes, gaps, and leaky areas. Place foam gaskets behind electrical plugs to help stop the flow of air from coming in from outside. Focus on exterior wall outlets. And finally, install a programmable thermostat and program it to keep the furnace or air conditioner turned down or up while you aren't at home. Step 8 to a healthier home. Keep it maintained. Home systems that need regular maintenance: solid waste, water supply, sewer system, heating and cooling, dehumidification and humidification, cooking, ventilation, rainwater control or drainage, structural integrity, and storage and organization. Lead and lead-based paint can be found in peeling, chipping paint and deteriorated paint, dust, soil, drinking water, consumer products, cultural items, and contaminated sites. Potential health effects from lead exposure is reduced IQ, learning disabilities, impaired hearing, reduced attention spans, behavioral problems, anemia, kidney damage, damage to the central nervous system, coma, convulsions, and death. Paint hazards. Watch high friction areas. Paint at points of grinding or scraping, like windows, doors, or chairs, is especially concerning because it can break down into dangerous dust. Lead disclosure rule is a law that requires disclosure of known lead hazards in home. It is required during the leasing or sales of a home, and this pamphlet off to the right should be distributed to tenants or buyers. Asbestos is a major health hazard still found in many older homes. Some of the major health effects can be lung cancer, mesothelioma, asbestosis. Smokers are at greater risk. Simple steps to keep your home maintained. If you rent, call your landlord if you notice any moisture, cockroaches, mice, or holes. Clean your gutters every year or install covers. Watch for freezing pipes that crack and leak. Fix if you own, contact the landlord if you rent. Clean the grease trap on the stove range hood when any grease builds up. If you have questions on how to clean the grease filter, ask your landlord. Make sure the drain traps are filled with water. Add a tablespoon of mineral oil to slow down drying. Clean dryer lint from ducts and outside vents so air flows easily. And make sure bath fans are working. If you rent, your landlord should fix any leaks or water damaged areas, fix all cracks and holes, work with you to get rid of pests, maintain furnaces and hot water heaters, and replace furnace filters on a regular schedule. And finally, choose products for cleaning and repair that are labeled non-toxic. Taking action on healthy homes. First, you recap the 8 steps to the healthy home. If you rent, you can contact your landlord, local Department of Housing, Health Code, and Code Enforcement, also known as the Healthy Homes Department. If you are a homeowner, there are weatherization, minor home repair programs, community action agencies, local housing departments, emergency home repair, Christmas in October, and Habitat for Humanity. If you're in public or Section 8 housing, contact your local housing authority for help. Once again, my name is Jacob Moore. I'm a Building Performance Program Coordinator. Also, Mary English is our Program Manager. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us anytime. Thank you.